Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today we are watching House of the Dragon Season 2 Episode 6. I'm really looking forward to watching this one. For the last episode we've seen the aftermath of the battle, so the entire episode was just seeing the reaction. Marley's head was brought in through King's Landing. Alicent wasn't happy about anything. Aegon is still alive. But he's in a really bad condition. I'm anticipating that things are going to be moving quicker because we're drawing towards the end of the series now, so we've just gone past the halfway point. I'm really looking forward to watching this one, so let's just watch it. So this is the Lannisters then.
Golden Tooth is honored to receive you, my Lord Lannister. I have 500 fighting men, armed, full of spirit.
I bring 1,000 knights of my own, and 7 times as many archers and men-at-arms.
Whoa, they got a lion.
I want you to send a raven to King's Landing. Tell my brother we are ready to march as soon as Prince Aemond is able to join us on Vhagar.
Okay, so I'm not sure who this other army is that he was talking to, but it looks like they're gathering people. I can't believe they got lions with them.
He dares to summon me with haste. Are the Lannisters so diminished that they cannot march from the Tooth to Harrenhal without an escort?
There is a large dragon in the Riverlands, Your Grace. My brother's army is strong, but it does seem to
I am the
surprise
Prince
me
Regent, not a dog to be called to heel. Tell your brother that if he does not deliver his host to Harrenhal with haste, Daemon's dragon will become the least of his worries.
He's not happy then.
It's time you set out for Harrenhal, I think.
Your Grace, if Daemon prevails in the Riverlands, I no longer have the numbers to challenge him. We lost much at Rook's Rest, as you all know.
Yeah.
The longer we wait, the more chance he will prevail. Lannister will march from the west. Take what strength we have and force Daemon and his Riverlords to fight on 2 fronts.
And you yourself?
I'll fly out to meet you when the time is ripe. My uncle is a challenge I welcome. If he dares face me.
Aemond is clever, but I think he's not as clever as he thinks he is.
I caution you, boldness is one thing, but overconfidence...
Remind me of your place on the small council.
Very well, I represented your father during the last years of his life, and I have been a counsellor to Aegon.
Capably so. Father's dead. Aegon is... time of need.
She's realising that, isn't she?
You are no longer obliged.
You have the impetuousness of youth. Arrogance, neither of which is to be desired
I
in a
release
king.
you of your seat, such as it was. Sure you'll be much pleased to return to more domestic pursuits.
Ooh. She's realising now what's happened.
Have the indignities of your childhood not yet sufficiently been avenged?
You've made this mess, Alicent. You're part of it. There's consequences to everything. Oh, I'm glad that he agreed to it. I like that. Finally seeing sense.
Sir Steffan Darklyn, Your Grace.
I find myself, Sir Steffan, in an impossible position. I have lost Princess Rhaenys and her dragon, and I must not go to battle myself, as I am constantly told, lest I am slain or captured, and with me are hopes of victory.
There is still Daemon and Caraxes.
That remains to be seen.
Yeah, where is he?
I need more dragon riders for Vermithor and Silverwing, and for Seasmoke, who I believe misses his bond.
Who could do it?
You. You are of noble birth, and I had always heard, as you know, that the Darklyns and the Targaryens had some common blood. Your grandmother's grandmother, Arianna, was born a Targaryen princess.
That guy's face, he's just like...
To even consider such a thing.
I must protest, Your Grace, the risk involved in such a venture.
The dragons are gods. Your Grace honours me beyond what I deserve.
It is risky, but it's a risk worth taking, isn't it?
I do not compel you to do this. It has never been attempted before. To claim a dragon, you must also be prepared to die.
Yeah.
I well understand the risk, and I accept it with gladness. I swore to ward my queen with all my strength and to give my blood for hers. That is my oath, Your Grace.
Oh, I like him. He's really loyal, isn't he? Oh. Okay, so who's he seeing now?
The heir. Did you say it?
You can't possibly still be angry about this.
You should have been at my side, but instead you chose to celebrate your own rise. Laughing at me. Laughing with the whores!
I like seeing him again.
You have no allies at court but me. I have only ever defended you. And everything I've given you, you've thrown back in my face.
Yeah.
I've decided to name a new heir. You are to return to Runestone by order of your king.
It's sad seeing him again, actually. Seeing him in stress in his old age. I bet Sir Simon's like, what the hell?
What are you playing at, old man?
I do wonder, Your Grace, if you're getting enough sleep.
Perhaps the culprit has been tampering with my peace. A friend by day and a foe by night.
To what end?
To mine, perhaps.
Oh.
You resent my being here. Perhaps you are an agent of the Hightower rabble.
No, Damon, you're just losing your mind.
Or are you still in league with your club-footed nephew? Or is it Rhaenyra herself?
I shot you.
It's very Shakespearean, isn't it? He's shushing him. That's really weird. He is losing his mind, isn't he? Okay, is he finally leaving then? Thank goodness.
You weren't going to bid me farewell?
There's something wrong with me. Someone poisoned me.
Ghost of Harren the Black, moaning his curses from Kingspire Tower?
Drivel! I'm done with it!
Ah, yes. If something does not please you, you run.
I mean, she's right.
I wake and I do not know where I've been.
There are older things in this world than you, or I, or a living memory. You are not the player, but a piece on the board.
I really like her character.
I'm not like you.
In some ways, no.
She says
you
it how
struggle
it
to
is.
see there's an anger that blinds you.
She never even wanted it. The crown. She spared it no thought.
Well, that's perhaps why your brother gave the crown to her. Perhaps those who strive for it are the least suited to wear it.
Don't lecture me!
Viserys never wanted it himself, if you recall.
Yeah.
Came to him, and he did his best. It's not a prize to be won, but a burden to bear.
Yeah, I like that line. She's just telling him the truth. He doesn't want to hear it, does he?
House Tully is not the largest house in the Riverlands, nor is it the richest, but it is the most stable. Tully's wisdom has kept the river houses in line for centuries. They would kill each other to the last man if it were not for their liege lord.
That's interesting.
But Grover Tully is their lord paramount. They would rather die stuck in it than yield 1 inch to one another.
Then I can do nothing.
You, no.
Oh.
I need help, Alice.
Do nothing now. In 3 days' time, the winds will shift.
He's asking her for help. She's one of the best characters, I think, and I want to see more of her. You must be so scared. I would be. Which dragon is it? So dark. Oh, there he is. It's just terrifying.
Pyri. Lakiri.
See smoke.
Oh no.
Rebas! Do not show fear.
This is really scary. Oh, so it's working then. How do you even get on the seat though? I wouldn't even know how to get up. be true. Oh, didn't go well, did it? Oh, I mean,
Mother!
She had to take the risk to find out, but I feel sorry for Stefan.
Alan, I'm pleased with our progress. This ship will sail in a few days' time. I wish you to sail with me as my first mate.
There are more experienced men at your service.
You distinguished yourself in the Stepstone, and you have the respect of the crew. You are a fine choice for this post.
Is this an order or a request?
I will expect you to report for your duties on the morrow.
As my lordship commands.
Bit thin, isn't
It's
it?
either that or the fish.
Nothing but fish in this damn city.
Everyone's starving.
Makes you sick, doesn't it? Knowing they're banqueting every night at the castle, while we go without. My girls were taken to the Red Keep a few nights ago. Feasting and merriment for the new Prince Regent. They were well paid and well fed, too.
Yeah.
King Viserys loved his feasts, but never while us small folk went without.
It's like the French Revolution, isn't it?
But he's
They're
gone
all
now, and his
starving.
rightful heir denied her seat.
Sea Smoke has fled Dragonstone, and Sir Stefan was a valiant knight. I myself, if you recall, was in favour of treating with Lord Mutton to march on Rook's Rest, a more conventional approach. True, we may yet retake...
My fault, I think that you have forgotten to fear me.
Yeah, I think they have, actually. They just say whatever they want to her, don't they? They're not treating her with as much respect as they would if it was Daemon.
The small folk of King's Landing are listening. They were ready enough to hear.
Yeah, okay.
They are hungry, and they need someone to blame. We have laid the kindling only. Tonight we will light it.
If you take food away from people, they're going to be
It is
angry.
harder to wage war abroad when you must also keep peace at home.
It's a good plan.
Got enough sheep for your dragons then, but none for us. Where's our meat? We want meat.
It seems, Your Grace, that the small folk have become restless.
So?
So? What?
The enemy without may be fought with swords. The enemy within is more insidious.
Why is this anger directed at us? Is Rhaenyra the Pretender who ordered the gullet closed and left them all to starve?
They still look to you to ensure their well-being. It's the burden of authority.
Yeah.
It does occur to me that Your Grace has yet to name a hand. Sir Crispin, of course, served your brother, but you need one who may advance your cause with shrewdness and subtlety.
Every king needs a hand. I'll make it your responsibility.
My prince, it is an honor I'd never considered for myself.
Not to serve as hand, you toad. Send word to Otto Hightower. Grandsire may be overcautious, but his devotion to his family has never been in doubt. You'll see it done.
Your Grace.
That was funny. I'm happy if Otto comes back. I do feel bad for him. I feel bad for him, even though he's not a nice person, I still feel bad.
What do you remember?
He's not going to say, is he? He's not going to say anything when you're threatening
You
him.
challenged Meleese. It was foolish.
I remember nothing.
Or serve in smaller ways, even if they are not what we would choose for ourselves. Meaning no offense, None of this is your fault.
I want Mother.
I know it's difficult, but it...
What's that? Is it burnt animals? Ooh. So there's a dragon around. Oh, so cute.
You know you're not fooling anyone. Lord Corlys has chosen to raise you up, to serve alongside him, and yet you still continue this subterfuge.
Well, I mean, what else is he supposed to do?
You saved his life, brother. Do you never think about what could be ours? Or yours, anyway?
We spend the whole of our lives in the shadow of the sea snake's great castle, not wish to dwell in it any longer.
While me, he ignores, as he always has.
I mean, he's just getting on with his life, isn't he? He's got
The sea snake would sooner have high tide claimed by the sea than call us his sons.
Yeah, he's right. Wonder who their mother is.
Tired of being protected. They must see in me a ruler. And the symbols of authority are not jewels and gowns, but the shield and the sword.
My ruler is my mother, and I do not wish it otherwise. Will you lead us to war yourself?
For a certainty, I cannot remain here, pacing the floors, waiting for defeat and despair to visit me.
We need Damon and his dragon.
May I be free for even 1 hour of the constant refrain of Damon, Damon, Damon.
Oh, okay. Okay, so that's the plan then. So they're gonna send the food, and they're gonna say it's from her. Oh, there's lots of them to get the small folk on site. The name of the episode.
If you've heard from Father, I sent ravens to Highgarden and Old Town, but have had no reply.
I've heard nothing.
Strange there has been no word.
Otto Hightower is ever resourceful. He will send news when there is news to send.
My son Daron, what's he like?
Does he not write to you?
Less and less these days.
10 and 6 now. Letters perhaps hold less of his interest.
I keep forgetting that she's got another kid.
He's stalwart, clever, as adept with his lute as he is with his sword, and a feature in the fancies of many a young lady, I'll wager. He's kind.
Kindness is a quality I found lacking in his brothers.
You did well to send him to ward. Yes, it seems the Red Keep may, in fact, be a less than salubrious environment for the forming of young men.
Was it the court? Was it their mother?
Well, she has a role as their mother to instill right from wrong, so...
This one stopped singing. Isn't that strange?
I thought we might light a candle for Aegon and all our lost souls.
You, where'd you get that food? We're near a ship's. Ships! They came ashore in the middle of the night with gifts from the Queen.
So they're realising that she's the one to follow now, not the Greens. The Greens just have no idea, do they? Oh. The people are the ones who are getting... They're the ones who are getting all the stress of everything that's going on. There's just not enough food for everyone, even with the food that she's given.
We must leave. Now. Get the Queens to the wheelhouse!
There's the Queen of Fishes!
Ooh. That is disgusting.
Get up!
No!
Why did they do that? They didn't have to do that. Oh, poor Helena. Yeah, this is the thing. You haven't got properly trained guards, have you? They're still not safe in there. They could easily attack them in there. They could burn it. Got an injury then. It's not going well for them, is it?
Came screaming into the world in the bowels of one of Harren's great towers. My lungs were strong, but my foot was so twisted that my father named it sorcery. People will pity you. Brother rules in your place now, which means that your life is in danger.
I feel like this is going to go to a really dark place with Laris helping him. Oh, he's still with Viserys.
David, she's gone.
It's sad to see.
I'm sorry. You needed me. I'm here now.
Your Grace.
Damon's like going through all his regrets, isn't he?
Lord Grover is dead.
The old man.
Young Oscar Tully is now Lord Paramount of the Riverlands.
What was the manner of Lord Grover's passing?
Well, he'd been ill, of course.
Is that what she was saying that she was going to do then, sort that out?
Our own healer, Alice Rivers, volunteered her renowned skills. She plied her craft, but there was not more to be done.
Yeah, it was her. She had a hand in that. Oh, he's crying. Never thought I would see Damon crying. Oh. Seasmoke really wants him, doesn't he? That would be terrifying, though. Ooh. Oh. He's like, I want you. I bet he can't believe what's happening to him.
I do not think I can win this war.
I think you are tired.
My own son questions my capabilities. He thinks I need Damon at my side. And Damon himself.
He has ever done what suits Damon.
It must be frustrating for her, for Damon to just not be there, and everyone wants him to be there.
I fear what he may now do. I fear he may have turned against me. And even if we somehow prevail, how will I rule a kingdom when my own son doubts me?
It was my father who was still a child. He had his pleasure with me.
Oh.
And when after many months of this, it became evident that his seed had taken root.
Oh no, that's horrible.
There is a scar here as well. I cannot bear children.
Okay.
He left me for dead. The world is cold and cruel, and there are few in it who are steadfast. You, I think, are steadfast. You have seen me as worthy, as an equal even. Because of that, I will serve you. I believe you are meant to be queen.
She's been through a lot of trauma, hasn't she? They're hugging for a long time. Ooh. Okay. I mean,
Begging your pardon.
Is Damon's not there, is he? And
Has been sighted flying over Spicetown. From what we have heard, he has a rider. Possible to tell from the ground.
The Greens?
I don't know who else it could be.
Shall I summon your council?
okay. So things are getting moving now. She's fed up of waiting around, isn't she? I love that she's just going to see for herself. That was an interesting episode. And just the end there, it's interesting that she's now starting a relationship with Damon not there, but surely he's going to come back soon, and Myceria is his ex, sorry. So once he's back, if he comes back, is that going to be like a love triangle then, or is it going to be infighting because of this new relationship? We'll have to see, I guess. I feel like she's the only one who's really given her good advice that's seemingly helping her. The episode's called Small Folk, and she's the one who's informing her of the importance of the population, people who are in King's Landing. And of course they're being starved, they're getting angry, people are dying. What she's saying is correct. They need to use that to their advantage, gain favour, but also cause problems for the Greens that they have to deal with at home. So it makes it harder for them to go to battle and things like that. So she's being really clever with it, and I think she's right. It looks like Sea Smoke has gone to find his rider. He doesn't want to be told who's going to ride him. He's going to pick them himself. When they took Sir Stefan down to the dragon pit, that was so scary. I feel so bad for him, and he was so loyal. Oh, Damon's still in Harrenhal. It was interesting seeing Viserys and everything, but I want to move on from there. So I'm hoping the next episode they move on. Alice Rivers is one of the best characters. I like all the characters in this show, but Alice Rivers is so interesting, and she has obviously been part of getting rid of old Tully to get everything moving. It was a good episode, and I want to see what happens next with the uprising and the revolution of the small folk. I want to see if Otto comes back next episode. I'm interested to see where these other dragons are going to come from, because we also seen that in the Riverlands there was some burnt animals, so there must be another wild dragon around. So I'm just really looking forward to it. If you enjoyed watching this episode with me, then hit the like button, leave a comment below, let me know what you think, and subscribe, because there's going to be more videos like this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!